Welcome guys to a new video. We already have the male birds outside. The hens and the young birds trained this morning, so they are already done. So in this video I'm gonna explain to you guys how to keep pigeon raising simple, easy and easy to maintain. So that's what we're gonna do in this video. First of all, I'm gonna clean the lofts, and then we're gonna discuss on the easy way to keep your pigeons. So that's for today. So guys, we cleaned the pigeon lofts, all of them, the male birds, hens, young birds. So first of all, to keep pigeon raising simple, it's just choose the birds you want, what discipline you want to play, short, middle, long, or even the overnight flights or races. And then just ask for local fanciers in your neighborhood to get some young birds. They don't need to be from the best. You just have to learn on how to play and race with your birds and feel it to get better. So if you have the first young birds, the easy thing is just feed them a mixture what that fancier also did, and then maybe he can give you his how he feeds, his system, so you can start with that as well and keep to that plan. Don't use extra products, only feed and water, or in my case I use garlic in the water bowl. That's also easy to maintain. You don't have to clean the water bowl every day. You only have to fill it up, and when it's get too messy, you're gonna clean it. You put some new garlic in it, and that's it. Also with feeding, you just feed the birds from the system that fancier did or does. Or if you want, you make it your own, because maybe your time schedule is other than his one, so you have to do it different. But the most thing is just keep it simple. Just feed them what you think is good, not what others think, just what you think. You have to feel your birds, so take them in the hand every day, feel the birds, what their weight is, and if you think it's they need more or they need less, you're just gonna try it. It's not that you become a champion in the first year. You have to learn and feel your pigeons on their behavior, how they do, and how they are coming back from the races. So you just have to start with the first year with some youngsters. Try it, feel it, believe it. You don't have to win, that's not your first priority. It's that you get the pigeons in condition and that they want to come home. If they are an hour late on the first pigeon in your club or whatever, it doesn't mean anything. It even can be that the pigeon of you is a good pigeon, but not at that point. So for now, we just let the birds train for over 30 minutes, 45 minutes they did today. Not that much, it doesn't really matter. If they flew 30 minutes, it will be enough for the race. Some people think they have to train minimum an hour or maybe twice a day. It's just a stupid thing that they have learned themselves in. It's not that they need. You can see on your male birds if they are flying, not around the loft in a circle, but just everywhere, clapping with their wings, showing off. Then you know your birds are in condition. The male birds at least. The hens is the whole other story, of course. They need to train. And the best thing is that you see them high and go really fast. That's the best thing for your hens. But yeah. So if it comes to feeding, you just choose a mixture. Give them in the morning 10 grams, in the evening 25, depends on what flight or race you get them on. And then just feed them the same every day, and you will see if the birds train hard, then you do it right. If they not train, or for whatever reason they don't want to come back inside or whatever, then you do something wrong. So then you will give less or you give more. You're just gonna check every evening when you feed the birds 25 grams each, if they eat it all or if they leave too much, or is everything gone, then you're gonna give them a little bit more. But you have to keep in mind that for the race that is coming, you need to know what and how much you're gonna give them. So if it's a short distance race and they have everything, they eat everything, then you don't have to give more than 25 grams each. And if you don't think from, oh, I don't know what or if, then you can feel the birds. If they are too thin, then you can give some more. Are they too heavy, then you give some less. It's not even a problem if you just feed them a day half of what they need. So guys, to check if your bird is too heavy or not, you're gonna take the pigeon in your hand and you have the chest bone right here. For this one, is in a good shape, it's not too heavy. Most of the times this bird got a lot heavier, but it's the type of the birds that yeah, maybe getting overweighted too much or too easy. But if you keep the pigeon in your hand and you feel like this, and you just feel the chest bone, not that it's a sharp point, but just you can feel it, then it's all right. Then it's on the good weight for that race. Also, you want that your pigeons are feeling smooth, so if you are touching it, it's like just a pillow. That's what you want to feel. Then you know he's healthy and good enough for the race. Also, you're gonna check on the eyes. It's not watery in the eyes or whatever. It has to be clear, and yeah, that's then you can see great, of course. It's not that the camera is showing it, but you can see it's just great eye, nothing wrong with it. So yeah, those are some basic points, but mostly to check the weight, you just pick your pigeon up, you're checking on it, you can feel it. Mostly if you can just feel it's round or too round, you know it's too heavy. If you have the birds once or twice a day in your hand, you will get the feeling of it on what is the best and what you want to feel, or what the pigeon needs. So if you take the birds more than once in your hand, and best in the first beginning is to keep them every day so you can feel. This one, the weight is great, but you can see the chest, not the bone, but the chest is a little bit darker, so it's not that really pink like you want to see it. The best thing is that if you put the pigeon up like this, that you directly can see this, that it's revealing itself, then you know it's in a good condition. Not every bird will have that, and maybe some birds you won't even get it with, but those are just some small indications on what you want to see. So yeah, some basic tips, maybe you will need them to keep it simple for your pigeons. So also don't use different kind of preventing medication or whatever. It's also a downfall on the condition of the birds. And of course you can use products with the feeding that you are doing, but it's not always helping, and you also can overpower them, like yeah, that they are getting too much and they all will reserve it, but they won't use it during the race because they have too much of it. So that's also a thing you have to keep in mind. The best thing is just feed them what they need and nothing more. But yeah, you have fanciers giving a lot of extra products, and some things are good, some things are not. But the best thing is to keep your pigeons healthy, and of course if the pigeons are coming back on the race day, you want to give them something to get them back rehydrated and on the weight that they need. But the best indication to see if your pigeons are healthy is when they train around the loft. If they train, they are healthy and there won't be a problem. It's not that they have to train 1 hour a day or more. For the male birds, half an hour is more than enough. For the hens I prefer more, just like an hour. Then I know they are really in shape. And for the young birds, just let them play. It's just like having a child, just let them play and learn. That's the best thing for the young birds. So for now I'm gonna feed the birds. Just gonna give them maximum that they want, because tomorrow is basketing day. So we'll basket the birds for the longer distance race, up to 550 it was, I think. Something like that. They're going to France. So yeah, we're gonna feed them all they want to eat. And after we're done, I'm gonna put the rest what they leave. I'm gonna get it out, and then for the next morning, it's a basketing day, it will be Thursday. I will give them only a fat and energetic mixture, around 10-15 grams. I think 10 is a tailwind, so they don't need that much. So that's what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna feed the birds. And this 80% champion mix from Amber Teunis and 20% MPO mix. And the MPO mix is more the fat with mixture. This one is the champion mix, and this one is the MPO mix. And you can see a lot of sunflower, everything with a lot of energy, fat in it. So for the hens it will be 260 for today, and the male birds getting 350. That's a little bit more than 25 grams each, and we will check on them if we feed them, if they have enough. So we feed the male birds and the hens as well. The hens are getting for this week the first time the full champion mix and MPO mix. The other days they're also getting a lighter mixture, and for the male birds it's just the same every day. So I hope that the hens will come a lot better this weekend. But yeah, for this week I didn't give anything extra, so only feed, food and water with garlic in it. So that's also easy for you guys to do. It's not necessary to overfeed them with everything that's available on the market. So when they are done eating, we're gonna check if they did have enough or if they need a little bit more. And the next morning, Thursday, we're only gonna give them the MPO mixture, around 10 grams each, maybe a little bit more, we will see. For the young birds, I give them the youngster mixture from Bias, that's this one. And then also the Gari van den Abelen mixture. This is the lightweight mixture, the other one is a little bit more energetic. It's 50-50, that's what the young birds get. Today I give them 800 grams on 26 birds. That's mainly because the next morning I want to feed the birds. And I'm not sure, maybe they don't even go outside tomorrow, but I will see. So we're gonna feed the young birds, and I will show you how. We feed the young birds by hand. That's mainly because we want to bond with the young birds. They don't fly back to the loft because of a partner for extra motivation. It's more, they will fly back to you because they like you. And some fanciers think that's an idiot idea of keeping the young birds, but I'm pretty sure if they like you, they are coming back home a lot faster. So here we have one pigeon, that's our since the day of birth, he liked me. And every time I feed the birds, he's coming to me and wants to get something from our hand, and that's every day the same. I'm pretty sure this one will raise a lot better than maybe another one. I'm not sure. I'm trying to connect with all the birds, all the young birds. But yeah, some are just not that smart inside of their head as other birds. But yeah, that's the thing that you have. It's also not every bird is a good racer, of course. So yeah, the black one I already picked up from somebody else. It was from the first training toss. So yeah, but also with the young birds, just keep it simple. Just feed them, give them garlic through the water bowl. Give them just some time. That's the only thing they need. They need to get to know you. You need to get to know them, and you need to know how the birds are and how they are doing. Mostly because the young birds are getting sick easily. Just because there's a lot of stress. Because there are a lot of new things for them. Even the basket is a new thing for them. Getting back home is a new thing. The predators, bird of prey is a new thing for them. So they have a lot of things to learn in a few months to become a race pigeon. And we are there to help them, to train them, to get them to the point that they will win their first race for us. So that's why we need to give them the best, and yeah, the best love. Sometimes I spend an hour a day with my young birds, sometimes more, sometimes less. It just depends on how much time I have. But I want to have the pigeons come to me, that I can touch them when I'm feed them, that I can grab them if I want to, and not that they are stressed if I want to catch them. This one also coming. This one is for my best hen. You can see from the white flight he has. It's the 701. Even from the first training toss, I bring the birds 10 miles. It's almost 15 kilometers. They all went back home. Only the black one I had to pick up from somebody else, but the rest did came back on their own. So that's a lot better, of course, than that you have to pick them up everywhere. So yeah, it's mainly also on how you treat your pigeons, on how you're doing with them, and yeah, if they like the place where they're living. So yeah, mostly depends on you. It's not the birds. It's how you treat the birds, how you feed them, everything like that. You can get the best birds you want, but if you don't treat your birds right, if you not feed them right, they're never gonna show you any results on what they will do with a fancier that is treating the birds right. So keep that in mind. You are their trainer, and you have to train them the best way you can and give them the best that they need. So guys, yeah, it takes some time to become a good fancier. It's not that you can learn it in a month or whatever. I'm now 4 years into racing pigeons. I even can learn still today, so it's not something that you can do easily. You have to learn a lot, you have to try a lot, you have to feel it, everything. So yeah, that's also, you need to spend some time with the birds and to get to know them. And yeah, everything like that. So it's not that you can become a champion in 1 year. So don't think you will get there in 1 year. So for the hens, as you can see, they're almost done eating. And there's still something on the ground or on the feeding tray. So I feed them enough. I will leave the rest for them. Now we check on the male birds. And there's the same. So the only thing they will get is the MPO mix tomorrow. I'm also gonna feed the male bird with the youngsters. Gonna feed in the pot, so he will have enough to feed his youngsters and even have enough for himself. I feed in a feeding tray for 12 pigeons. There are 12 pigeons in this loft, so that's what I do. And then when you're done eating, I'm gonna give them in this one a little bit more, so that he will have enough for the young birds and for himself. So guys, then also that was the video. If you liked the video, please give a thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel, you can do it down below. Would appreciate it. See you on the next one. Bye guys.